let's start with a question. Have you ever felt like you were waiting for a sign? Not just any sign, but the sign. The one that tells you the person you've been thinking about, dreaming about, maybe even crying about, is finally thinking about you too. If you're on the twin flame journey, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that electric, almost maddening pull towards someone who feels like home, even when they're miles or worlds away. And when it comes to the divine masculine, that pull can feel like a riddle wrapped in a mystery, dipped in a layer of what on earth is he thinking? Here's the thing about the divine masculine. He's not exactly an open book. He's often guarded, logical, and let's be honest, a little stubborn. But when he starts to shift, when the walls around his heart begin to crack, it's like watching the first rays of sunlight break through a storm. It's subtle, but it changes everything. This isn't just about romance, it's about transformation. The divine masculine's journey toward his twin flame is a deeply spiritual process, one that requires him to confront his fears, shed his ego, and step into a version of himself he may not even recognize. It's like watching a caterpillar become a butterfly, except the caterpillar is a grown man who's really good at pretending he doesn't believe in butterflies. But here's the mystery. How do you know when he's ready, when the man who once ran from vulnerability starts to lean into it? When the guy who used to avoid deep conversations like they were root canals suddenly wants to talk about feelings? The truth is, his readiness doesn't always come with a flashing neon sign. It's quieter, more nuanced, like a whisper in a crowded room. But if you know what to look for, you'll hear it. This reading is your guide to decoding those whispers. We're diving into the signs that the divine masculine is not just thinking about his twin flame, but is ready to step into the connection with both feet. It's not about decoding mixed signals or playing games. It's about understanding the profound, often invisible shifts that happen when a man realizes he can't outrun love, no matter how fast he tries. So let's explore the alchemy of his awakening. Because when the divine masculine is ready, it's not just a moment, it's a movement. And you, dear twin flame, are at the heart of it. Let's talk about walls. Not the kind you paint or hang pictures on, but the invisible ones. The ones we build brick by brick, year by year, to keep ourselves safe. You know the ones. They're made of fear, pride, and maybe a few bad experiences we'd rather forget. For the divine masculine, these walls are often sky high, fortified with logic, stoicism, and a stubborn refusal to admit he just might need someone else. But here's the thing about walls. They don't just keep others out, they trap him inside. And when those walls start to crack, oh, that's when the magic happens. Imagine this, a man who spent his life running marathons in emotional steel-toed boots suddenly stops. He takes them off, he sits down, and he says, "I'm tired." That's vulnerability. It's not grand gestures or sweeping declarations of love, though those can come later. It's the quiet moments when he lets you see the cracks in his armor. Maybe he texts you out of the blue to say he's been thinking about you. Maybe he shares a memory that's been haunting him. Or maybe, just maybe, he admits he was wrong. Gasp. Yes, it happens. Here's the mystery. Why now? Why, after months or even years of silence, does he suddenly open up? It's not because he's bored or lonely, though those might play a part. It's because something inside him has shifted. Call it divine timing. Call it inner work. Call it the universe giving him a cosmic nudge. Whatever it is, he's finally ready to face what he's been running from, himself. And you, dear twin flame, are the mirror he's been avoiding. But let's not romanticize this too much. Vulnerability is messy. It's awkward. It's him fumbling over his words, second-guessing every text, and maybe even backtracking when he feels too exposed. It's like watching a cat try to swim. Adorable, but you can't help but cringe a little. And yet, there's something incredibly brave about it. It takes guts to say, I feel, when you've spent your whole life saying, I'm fine. And here's the kicker. Vulnerability is contagious. When he opens up, it gives you permission to do the same. Suddenly, you're not just two people dancing around your feelings. You're two souls having a real, raw, unfiltered conversation. It's like the first time you hear a song that speaks directly to your heart. You didn't know you needed it until it was there. So, what does this mean for you? It means he's ready. Not perfect, not fully healed, but ready. Ready to try. Ready to connect. Ready to be seen. And isn't that what we all want? To be seen, truly seen, by someone who gets us. Of course, this doesn't mean everything will be smooth sailing. Vulnerability is just the first step, not the destination. There will still be misunderstandings, missteps, and moments where you want to scream into a pillow. But when those walls come down, even just a little, it's a sign that he's thinking of you. Not just in passing, but deeply, earnestly, and with a heart that's finally starting to believe in the possibility of us. And you know what? That's worth celebrating. So, pour yourself a glass of wine, put on your favorite playlist, and take a moment to appreciate the beauty of a man who's brave enough to say, I feel. Because honestly, that's where the real journey begins. You've felt it, haven't you? That eerie, goosebump-inducing moment when the universe seems to wink at you. Maybe it's seeing 11:11 on the clock for the third time in a week. Or hearing your song in a random coffee shop when you were just thinking about him. Or bumping into someone who casually mentions his name even though you haven't spoken in months. These aren't coincidences, they're synchronicities. And when it comes to the divine masculine and his twin flame, they're like breadcrumbs leading him back to you. Let's get one thing straight. Synchronicities aren't just for the spiritually woke or the Instagram yogis who post about good vibes only. They're real, tangible, and downright weird when you think about them too hard. It's like the universe has a sense of humor and a flair for drama. Imagine it as a cosmic stage director orchestrating these little aha moments to remind you both that you're still connected, even when it feels like your worlds apart. But here's the thing about synchronicities. They don't just happen to him, they happen for him. When the divine masculine starts noticing these signs, whether it's repeating numbers, unexpected encounters, or dreams that feel too real to dismiss, it's a sign that his subconscious is waking up. It's like his soul is tapping him on the shoulder, saying, "Hey buddy, remember her?" Yeah, her, the one you can't stop thinking about, even when you try. And let's be honest, the divine masculine isn't exactly the type to stop and smell the roses. He's more likely to bulldoze through life, checking off goals and pretending he doesn't believe in woo-woo stuff. But when synchronicities start piling up, even he can't ignore them. It's like the universe is playing a game of cosmic whack-a-mole, and he's finally starting to pay attention. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Synchronicities aren't just random signs, they're reflections of his internal state. When he starts noticing them, it means he's aligning with the energy of the twin flame connection. It's like tuning a radio. When he's on the right frequency, he starts picking up the signals. And those signals, they're all about you. But let's not get too mystical here. Synchronicities are also deeply personal. What feels like a sign to him might not mean anything to you, and vice versa. For example, he might see a license plate that reminds him of your inside joke, or hear a song that takes him back to a moment you shared. These aren't just fleeting thoughts. They're nudges from the universe, reminding him of the bond you share. And here's the kicker. Synchronicities often come in waves. One day, it's a subtle hint, a song on the radio, a stranger who looks like you. The next, it's a full-blown cosmic billboard, like running into your best friend who casually mentions they saw him last week. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you didn't get the memo the first time, so here's a neon sign. You're welcome. So, what does this mean for you? It means he's thinking about you. Not in a casual, oh, I wonder what she's up to kind of way, but in a deep, soul-level way. It means the universe is working overtime to bring you back together, and he's finally starting to notice. But here's the catch. Synchronicities are just the beginning. They're the universe's way of saying, hey, pay attention. But it's up to him and you to take the next step. Will he act on these signs? Will he reach out? That's the million-dollar question. But one thing's for sure, when the divine masculine starts noticing synchronicities, it's a sign that he's ready to reconnect. And you know what? That's pretty damn exciting. So the next time you see 1111 or hear your song, take a moment to smile, because somewhere out there, he's noticing them too. And who knows? Maybe the universe is just getting started. After all, as Carl Jung once said, synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see. And right now, the divine masculine is starting to open his. Let's talk about running. Not the kind you do in sneakers with a playlist blasting in your ears, but the kind that happens when the divine masculine bolts like a startled deer at the first sign of emotional intimacy. You know the drill. 1 minute, he's all in, texting you paragraphs and planning future dates. The next, radio silence. Poof, gone. It's like he's auditioning for the role of Houdini in the romantic drama of your life. But here's the twist. When he stops running and starts chasing, that's when things get really interesting. The divine masculine isn't a runner because he's heartless or indifferent. Oh no, it's quite the opposite. He runs because he feels too much. The intensity of the twin flame connection can be overwhelming, like staring into the sun without sunglasses. It's blinding, exhilarating, and terrifying all at once. So he does what any self-respecting human does, When faced with something they can't fully understand, he avoids it. He buries himself in work, distracts himself with hobbies, or maybe even dates someone else. But here's the thing about running. Eventually, you get tired, and that's when the shift happens. When the divine masculine stops running and starts chasing, it's not just a change in behavior. It's a seismic shift in his soul. It's like he's been wandering in the desert, parched and disoriented, and suddenly he sees an oasis. Only this oasis isn't just water, it's you. And for the first time, he's willing to sprint toward it, no matter how far he has to go. But let's be real. This isn't some Hollywood rom-com where he shows up at your door with a boombox over his head. Though, wouldn't that be nice? No, his pursuit is often subtler, more nuanced. Maybe he starts liking your social media posts again after months of silence. Or he texts you out of the blue with a casual, "Hey, how have you been?" As if he hasn't been low-key stalking your stories for weeks. Or maybe he does something completely out of character, like showing up at an event he knows you'll be at, just to accidentally bump into you. Here's the mystery. What makes him stop running and start chasing? It's not just loneliness or boredom. It's a deep, soul-level realization that he can't outrun this connection. No matter how far he goes or how many distractions he creates, the pull towards you is undeniable. It's like trying to escape gravity. You can jump as high as you want, but eventually you're coming back down. And when he starts chasing, it's not just about winning you back. It's about proving to himself that he's ready to face the intensity, ready to do the work, ready to be the partner you deserve. It's like he's finally admitting, "Okay, universe, you win. She's the one." But here's the kicker. His pursuit isn't always smooth or linear. There will be moments of hesitation, false starts, and maybe even a few steps backward. Old habits die hard, right? He might reach out one day and disappear the next, leaving you wondering if you imagine the whole thing. But here's the thing, even his stumbles are a sign of progress. It's like watching a baby deer learn to walk, awkward, wobbly, but undeniably moving forward. So, what does this mean for you? It means he's thinking about you. It means he's ready to take the leap, even if he's still a little scared. And honestly, isn't that the most romantic thing of all? Because here's the truth. Love isn't about perfection. It's about effort. It's about showing up even when it's hard. And when the divine masculine starts chasing, it's a sign that he's willing to do just that. So the next time he texts you out of the blue or accidentally runs into you, take a moment to appreciate the courage it takes for him to do that. Because chasing isn't just about winning your heart. It's about winning back his own. And that is worth celebrating. After all, as Rumi once said, run from what's comfortable. Forget safety, live where you fear to live. And right now, the divine masculine is finally ready to stop running and start living with you. Let's be honest, love isn't a straight line. It's not a tidy equation or a well-behaved graph. It's more like a Jackson Pollock painting, messy, unpredictable, and bursting with colors you didn't even know existed. And when it comes to the divine masculine and his twin flame, the journey is no less chaotic. But here's the beautiful part. Chaos isn't the enemy, it's the catalyst. It's the storm that clears the air, the fire that refines the gold, the awkward first step in a dance that eventually becomes second nature. When the divine masculine shows you he's ready, through his vulnerability, his recognition of synchronicities, his shift from running to chasing, it's not just a moment, it's a movement, a seismic shift in the way he sees himself, the world, and you. It's like watching a star realign in the sky, subtle but undeniable, as if the universe itself is whispering, "This is where you belong." And let's not sugarcoat it. This isn't the end of the journey, it's the beginning of a new chapter. There will still be missteps, misunderstandings, and moments where you want to throw your hands up and say, "What even is this?" And hey, that's okay. Love isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. What matters is that he's showing up, he's trying, and in a world where so many people give up at the first sign of difficulty, that effort is nothing short of revolutionary. Think of it like this. Love is a language, and the divine masculine is finally learning to speak it. Sure, his grammar might be a little off at first. He might stumble over the words or use the wrong tone. But the fact that he's trying to communicate, that he's willing to be vulnerable, to listen, to grow, is a testament to the power of your connection. It's like watching someone learn to play the piano. The first notes might be hesitant, but with time and practice, they'll create something beautiful. And here's the thing. This journey isn't just about him. It's about you too. It's about recognizing your worth, your strength, and your ability to love fiercely and fearlessly. It's about understanding that you don't have to settle for crumbs when you deserve the whole damn feast. When the divine masculine steps into his readiness, it's an invitation for you to step into your power. To say, "I see you, I honor you, and I'm ready to meet you where you are." So, what's next? The truth is, there's no script for this. No map, no manual, no guarantees. But isn't that what makes it so exhilarating? Love isn't a destination, it's a dance. And sometimes the most beautiful moments happen when you let go of the steps and just feel the music. As you move forward, remember this: the divine masculine's readiness isn't just a gift to you, it's a gift to himself. It's his way of saying, "I'm done running, I'm done hiding, I'm ready to be seen, to be loved, to be whole." And when two people come together from that place of wholeness, the possibilities are endless. So, trust the process and know that no matter where this journey takes you, you're exactly where you're meant to be, because real love isn't about finding someone to complete you. It's about finding someone who inspires you to complete yourself. And when you find that, when you live that, you'll realize that the dance was worth every step. After all, as the poet David White once wrote, "The heart is the doorway to everything." And right now, the door is wide open. All you have to do is walk through.